Steelers have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down. I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open. Even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Steps away to his left. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Peoples-Jones returning. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try.
This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out. And they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On third down, Felton. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Browns are back within a score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races, down the right side. And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Unable to corral him, he fights through. The 30. 10, 5, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They begin this drive with Chubb. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
14's the mic. 14.
Hey, alert.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Bring it. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. All day, pump.
Mike 14.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, Mayfield is caught by OBJ. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Power running by Zeke. And out across midfield down to the 45.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Elliott, toss right. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, able to power through. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run. Chubb. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down and 8. Throwing. Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. play here will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11.
Just like that. Just like that. Mike 14. Mike 14. Here we go.
Mayfield now. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Peoples-Jones returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know on him, right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Prescott. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Peoples-Jones returning. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Mayfield. Completes to Njoku. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they